Okay, this is Eric Ballack, and I will be interviewing Stephanie Lohr today to talk about the role of social media and Web 2.0 tools in regards to learning and teaching. She's going to talk about the different types of tools she's using in education, as well as what she has learned, and offering some suggestions for someone who is looking to use social media or Web 2.0 tools for teaching, learning, or professional development. So, Stephanie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself today?
I am an elementary learning support teacher. I teach grades K to 4, and I deliver interventions, and I also co-teach 3rd and 4th grade math classes.
Okay, so a few questions today. Starting off, what do you see as the role of social media and Web 2.0 tools for learning and teaching?
I think the purpose of Web 2.0 tools are to engage students in learning and provide instruction through different methods, and also to let them be creative in different ways. And I think social media gives students and people the opportunity to collaborate and connect with others.
Okay. So would you be able to tell us what type of tools that you are using in your classroom?
Well, as far as my classroom, I've used a variety of Web 2.0 tools. One of the tools I've used is called Noodle Tools, which is a data collection tool that allows students to research and record notes from books and websites and videos and make note cards from those different books and websites, and then use those cards to write a research paper or complete a project.
Okay. Could you give me an example of how you've used this specific tool in your classroom this year?
Well, in my 4th grade co-taught classrooms, we've used this tool to do a Pennsylvania research project where the kids have a book or a website that they use to research a famous Pennsylvanian, and they use the book or the website and plug it into the Noodle tool program, and then it creates a bibliography for that book or video or website, and then they can create note cards and take notes from the books or the videos or the websites and use them to organize their thoughts in a research paper.
Okay. Could you share another tool that you have used this year?
In my co-taught 3rd grade math class and 4th grade math class, we used Front Row, which is a program that adapts to student levels in both math and ELA. We use this in like a small group rotation where the kids would have a technology time, and they would use this to learn and to go off of what they learned in the direct instruction group. And students also can earn rewards as they play, which really is motivational for them. And it also allows teachers to analyze student data to determine their needs and decide where their needs are.
All right. Could you talk a little bit about the reward system, or what you mean when the system adapts?
Well, when the system adapts, the kids, they complete usually some type of pre-test at the beginning, and it determines their levels, and then the questions are based on wherever the front row determines that student is. So for students that I had in learning support, they were usually at a lot lower level than that of 3rd grade. The grade we were teaching, they were at a lower level than that, completing stuff that was independent for them.
Okay, so in their ZPD, essentially. Could you tell me one more tool, whether that be Web 2.0 or social media, that you've also have used?
Another Web 2.0 tool that I've used is Class Dojo, which is a behavior management tool that really increases motivation for the students. And it also allows teachers to connect with parents because you can send parent reports home and parents can see if their child earned expected marks or unexpected marks within the Class Dojo system.
When you say expected marks and unexpected marks, could you clarify what you mean by that?
The teacher might
like what that looks like?
The teacher might set up behaviors that are expected in his or her classroom. Like I had, 5 behaviors that were expected on a daily basis, and when I saw them in the classroom, I would reward students with points. I also had a list of unexpected behaviors, and when I saw those in the classroom, I would give negative points. And then students were trying to accumulate points to earn a reward at the end.
Okay, great. All right. And then you had one social media tool you also wanted to share too. So
the social media tool is a blogging tool. I've used Weebly to create a professional portfolio that allowed me to share things I've done through my teaching with other people. So they can go on any device and click on the link that I send them, or I can give them the link, and then they can go through the portfolio and they can look at the different pieces and discuss those pieces.
And then what feature of Weebly, stuck out to you the most that made it, the choice for you, the tool to use versus another platform for blogging or portfolios?
I think it was pretty easy to navigate the site and also to upload different files and links and share different things right from my computer that I had saved. I could just upload them right there for somebody to just click on and then talk about it.
Great. Could you tell me, as a result of working with these different Web 2.0 tools and social media tools, what you've learned as a result?
I think in relation to the social media, I talked about the Weebly, and I think those types of blogging tools really make it easier to share information with large amounts of people. For example, I had an interview where I was able to provide the link, and they were all able to go on and click that link and all be on at the same time, which is really cool. And then as far as the Web 2.0 tools, I think that all of those tools that I talked about just increase engagement and motivation and productivity for students in the classroom.
Okay. And in terms of suggestions, if someone else who may not know or is new to integrating social media into their field or for teaching, learning, professional development, what suggestions would you offer to that person?
I think with my experience, one of the biggest suggestions would be to become knowledgeable with that tool and then practice that tool over and over again, because if you're not knowledgeable about the tool when you go and share it with your students and you're not completely understanding what's going on, it's not going to be very helpful for the students. You're not going to be able to lead them through that and teach them how to use it if you yourself don't know how to use it. So I think practice is the biggest thing.
Okay. When you say become familiar, how does one become familiar, or how could you become familiar, for example, with one of the tools you've talked about today?
I mean, I think you can, if you're using some kind of app, you take the app and you practice with it on your device, or if there's a teacher in your school that also uses that app, they can show you how to do it, and you can become familiar with it that way.
Okay, so basically experimenting with that tool, just tinkering with it on your own, as well as socializing with other people to learn those tools.
Yeah.
Great suggestions. Well, thank you, Stephanie, for your great responses and for letting me interview you today. And I hope my listeners hope this provides some more insight of how an actual educator is able to utilize Web 2.0 tools and social media into their own practice. Thank you.
Thank you.